What's up? It's your boy Dustin, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly my process that I've been developing over the last probably year and a half to writing AI content that actually ranks on Google. On top of that, I'm also going to be showcasing a tool, an SEO tool that I developed specific for this writing process. And I've been running a local SEO agency for about 7 years now. And as you know, when you run a local SEO agency and you deal with a lot of websites, you have to write a lot of content. And when it comes to local SEO, I know a lot of agencies out there just focus on like homepage and service pages. At our agency, we like to do blog articles as well because yes, those are national terms. But when you rank for national terms, and this gets into a whole other ballgame, it does help build brand authority in that company's local market. So they can show up for a lot of those local keywords more frequently because they're ranking for national terms. So it positions them as a national authority or authority on the subject. So then it gives them more local authority in their local market. Anyways, that's for another video. But I wanted to show you guys this. So this is one of the articles that I wrote. And this was probably, I don't know, 6 months ago. I don't know how many months ago. Anyways, not going to get into that. But it is ranking, as you can see here in the last 3 months. We've gotten over almost 1,800 clicks, 31,000 search impressions. And it's ranking, as you can see, quite well for simple wedding cake sayings. It ranks number 4 for that. What to write on a wedding cake, it ranks number 3 for that. Wedding cake quotes. Wow, that's a mouthful. It's ranking at number 4 for that. So when we check those out, wedding cake quotes, it does rank a little further down because this is typically like, it's going to be a Pinterest keyword. So a lot of Pinterest pins are going to show up, obviously, for that kind of keyword. But you can see there it is right there. This is the article. And nothing too crazy, but it did pull in quite a bit of traffic for this client. So what to write on a wedding quick cake, that was another one right here. You can see it. There it is again. Simple wedding cake sayings. There it is again in the number 2 spot. Again, a lot of images also show up. So I probably would do a Pinterest pin for this as well and pin it. But that in a nutshell is proof that you can rank AI content on Google. I don't think Google really cares that it's AI generated content when it comes to these AI content detectors. A lot of my content does show up 70 to 80% AI generated when I run it through there. However, I go ahead and publish it anyways. And what I'm under the impression for a lot of these keywords out here, as long as it's not your money or your life situation, as long as the content is helpful and it's a good resource and it answers the searcher's question, then Google's going to favor it. However, there is a process to this and I'm going to get into it. So I wanted to show you guys this tool that I've been working on, and I am not a developer. So this is a very basic graphical user interface that I have set up. But what I was able to do is take my process, my writing process that used to take me days to research and gather and analyze. I'm able to do this in typically about, 20 minutes for a lot of these keywords. Sometimes I run into a little bit of issues and it takes me a little bit longer, but at least it's not taking me days. I'm not having to hire expensive writers that are professionals on the subject to write this content. We're able to do this all in-house, and a lot of my clients actually love this content. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run this tool just to kind of show you. So what I have is marketing strategies for hair salons. This is the keyword. I'm going to put this up on my blog. So you put the keyword in here, you can select the number of results, and I'm going to go ahead and fetch results. So what this is going to do is it's going to go out to Google and it's going to fetch me real-time results for that keyword, marketing strategies for hair salons. Okay. So give it a second here. So I can see I got some options here. I'm just going to expand this to full screen. Actually, I'm going to put this back down because it's bright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these results and I'm going to pick some. So I'm going to see top 50. This one here looks good. Marketing strategies for salons and spas. I'm going to stay away from Quora. I'm going to stay away from anything Reddit as well. Top 50 salon marketing ideas. I think we already have this one. There are some duplicate issues, some other code debugging that I have to deal with just yet, but it works pretty well. 100 best, strategies 10 best strategies right there. We're going to go with that one. We're going to go with this one. We're going to go with that one. There could be some other ones too that I could go with as well. I'm just going to pick probably like 6 of these for now. And now I'm going to analyze those URLs. So now what my tool is going to actually do is go out to each one of these links that I've selected and take a snapshot of those. And it's going to gather the information that I like to use to do an SEO analysis on the keyword, figure out what the intent is, figure out what the content type is. So, okay, we've successfully analyzed. And now I'm just going to run this prompt in here. So I have a custom prompt box where I'm able to query this data with short codes and then write in custom prompts, pass this into an AI and get a result back that I want. So I'm going to generate just a basic outline here and just click the generate button here. And you're going to have to pardon me because I do have this just set up. It's running in Windsurf right now because I just wanted to have a proof of concept. So now what I'm going to do here, okay, so now it ran and you have an SEO outline here. So it's got the introduction. It's got the heading here, bullet points, 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 10. Conclusion, all that stuff. So this is pretty good. I probably would want some H tags in here. So I may run this again. It's not perfect all the time. I'm just looking for, I want a little bit more heading structure format, but this is a good outline. I think it would work. I just think that it could do a little bit better. So sometimes I have to run this a couple times to get the outline that I want in the format that I want. Give it a second here. And there it is. Okay. So top marketing strategies for hair salons, boost your business in 2025. So that would be a great SEO title for this. Discover effective marketing strategies. There's writes the meta description. It has the introduction. It has the outline or on the outline for the H2 headings. So, it says online marketing strategies, optimize salon's website, leverage social media platforms, implement local SEO techniques, which again, super important for a lot of local businesses. If you need help with that, reach out. Offline marketing strategies, so hair salon events. This is all great information and it's taken from those search results. Now, I could take things a step further and load in another prompt that I've developed, which is it's more like a research prompt. So basically it's going to take the same data and we're going to generate again. Okay. And it's going to run this prompt and it's going to give me a lot of research information that I need, like the target audience, the content gaps, things like that, keywords that need to be on the page. It's basically going to analyze all that content and use this prompt to be able to give me really good information. Okay. So this is done right here. As you can see, it did generate me an SEO title, which I really like this: top hair salon marketing strategies for 2025. Meta description: boost your salon's growth with proven marketing strategies, attract clients, and enhance your brand in 2025. I would probably use that for the SEO title and the meta description. It also has keywords here. So you can see it's given me, primary keywords, the frequency, the density, and it's given me secondary keywords as well as related phrases and synonyms. And again, all the frequency and everything. So again, I can build with this information, I can start building a content brief to feed into an AI and write a really robust piece of content with this. So again, here's the general strategy. Here's the audience is going to be salon owners and managers, primarily aged 25 to 45, interested in innovative marketing tactics and enhancing customer experience. Challenges: increasing competition, retaining clients, adapting to digital trends, managing marketing efforts efficiently. I bet as a hair salon, you probably got enough to deal with. So goal: provide actionable marketing strategies to enhance client retention, boost brand visibility, and drive business growth. Call to action: that's super important. Having a good call to action in every blog article that you write. So this one here would be download our comprehensive marketing guide today. So there's probably 1 or 2 of these articles that have a marketing guide to download, like an email magnet to get them to opt into some sort of newsletter, whether it's a piece of software or a marketing agency that offers this, that's ranking on Google. Tone: professional yet conversational, inspiring trust and engagement. Content gaps: competitors often lack focus on integrating new technologies and trends like AI and virtual reality in marketing. AI would be huge in the hair salon space. I think that having some sort of agent that can take a phone call if you can't and booking an appointment on your calendar, I've seen it work with pizza places. I don't know why it wouldn't work with a hair salon. So if you're looking for an agency idea, maybe niching down to hair salons and saying, hey, I got this AI agent. That's for another video though. Search intent, primarily informational with a secondary commercial intent for readers that seek marketing tools and services. And the content type, this is super important here. The content type, listicle. So you got response posts, you got listicles, you got product reviews, you got product roundups, which is another form of listicle. In the SEO space, you got service pages, you got how-to guides, different styles. So again, this is very important information because you want to match the search intent and the content type with what's already ranking out there. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have a chance in the fight. But with this information, I can quickly build out an outline. I'm going to show you here in a second. And then this one here, it even gave me an external link. So part of my process is to analyze all the external links. And I have this tool set up where it only extracts the links from the body content. I don't want anything in the nav bar. I don't want anything in the footer. I just want the body content links. And, and then I have it analyze all those external links. And AI is smart enough to know which of those links would be authoritative links to put in your article to boost the expertise of the article. External linking to reputable sources is huge, as well as internal linking as well. So then you also got the word count. So average word count is 2,002 or 2,302 words. Aim for around 2,400 to 500 words to ensure depth and comprehensiveness, slightly exceeding the average for competitive advantage. So I can take all this information here and plug this in, which I do have another prompt, but I'm not going to run that this second, that I can plug this information in and generate an outline where it gives me a content brief, how many words, it breaks the total word count up and tells it, and it spreads it across the article. So say it's the first section's top online marketing strategies for hair salons. It'll say, write 800 words for this section here. And then offline marketing strategies, maybe that subject only needs 500 words. So it's going to take the total word count. And I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. So I've already had some data loaded up that I ran earlier. And I have my SEO title. I have my primary keywords. I have my general strategy here. And I also have my content specific insights. So the top listicle items, which is another important thing. I have my external links, internal links, linking to service pages such as salon software, client retention guide. So this is also able to recommend what popular internal links I should be linking to. So this is really helpful information. Again, aim for 2,200 to 2,500 words. And as you can see here, I use that to run an additional prompt to generate this outline with this data up here. And this is the output. So this is my final output. It gave me 3 different SEO titles. I went with this one up here, to be honest with you. I didn't like any one of these 3. I don't like the word comprehensive. Anytime I see that, it's kind of cringe to me, just in the SEO world. So you can see introduction, briefly overview, it's going to say approximately 200 words, 800 words for this section. It does mention the external links. And what I'm able to do is plug that into an additional prompt that I have here. And everything that I have highlighted in blue here there was a short code there that I took this information from here and plugged it into here. So, right, a compelling, informational with a commercial intent listicle article. So this part here, I pulled from my data, all this essential information, the audience, the challenges, the goal, the call to action, the tone, the content gaps, search intent, the content type. That's all plugged into this framework here. This is a static prompt that I use for, making it sound somewhat human. This here is my outline guidelines. I could add some tables in there too as well, but I like to break up my content. I don't like to have big, long chunks of text. It's just boring to read. And then I put in my outline here. So it has my outline in here, section by section, how many words to write for each section, very specific instructions, and it has the external links to link to, and it's placed them in what section to put those external links in. And it's given the anchor text to use. So that's super important, all the way down to the call to action. Next, I have my keywords. It's given instructions on how to use these keywords. Here's my keyword list that I put in here. I did not like these in blue, but they should be in blue. So that was plugged in information. And then my expertise as well. I plugged that in here. So in order to get this, I like to use Perplexity. And so I do have a little bit of a online presence for digital marketing because I've been doing it for so long, specifically in the SEO space. And so I was able to use Perplexity to do a web search about me and kind of create a quick bio about myself. And I'll tell you what, AI was able to write a way better bio about me than I was, because when it comes to bios, I'm not that great. So I plugged this in as the expertise. And now I can take this whole prompt here, this whole page worth of prompting, and quickly I can run this into ChatGPT here. And so I already plugged this in here earlier just to save some time, because sometimes GPT likes to write in Canvas. And for my longer articles, anything over 2,000 words, Canvas is just not going to work. So as you can see here, it plugged in my introduction here, wrote me a nice introduction. It put myself in here because it picked up the expertise. And then it writes it section by section. So in this prompt, I have specific instructions to tell it to write this content one section at a time. I do not want it just, shilling out the whole article at once, because I feel like you get a much shorter article that way. You're never going to get a 2,500 word article on a ChatGPT or any one of these AI writers just in one go. And some of these articles, you may need 3,000 to 4,000 words, because it's a big subject. So it wrote a nice introduction here, and then I'm able to prompt it, hit next. It writes the next section. Boom, puts in the external link right there. Brand identity, where I wanted it. Next section, external link to Facebook advertising. Perfect. There, just what I wanted. Next section talks about local SEO. That's I'm probably going to place an internal link somewhere in this, probably over this optimized for local SEO, because I do have a guide on that. It's going to talk about loyalty programs. So it breaks this content up and makes it very unique, but it also makes it digestible. And branding and client experience, wrote that pretty well. I hit next section again. So again, it just writes a section. I hit next. It writes a section. I review it. I hit next. And it goes on down the list. This one here in the call to action, I said next section, use lead key to book a free strategy call for the CTA. That is the name of my agency. So I wanted to have that unique call to action, mention my business. I don't want it to pick up some other competitor. Book a free strategy call. It's going to have a link here to my contact us page where people can, hopefully the idea with this is to get this article to rank on Google for marketing salon strategies, or marketing strategies for hair salons. And somebody that owns a hair salon is going to read this and they're going to be like, wow, Dustin seems to know what he's doing. I'm going to book a free strategy session, and I'm going to, give them a 90-day free marketing strategy. And the goal of that is they don't have to shop with us. It is going to be resourceful, but the hope is that if they ever are in the market for our services in the future, maybe they shop with us. That's the goal. So I went on and did that. And then I took all that. Now I have a pretty nifty little tool here called Convert. What is it called? Convert. I don't know the name of this tool. Convert ChatGPT to Google Doc. And basically what I can do is I can select sections within this article, and then I can export every section that I copy into a Google Doc. And what I end up with is a piece of content that looks like this. And so I've already went ahead and written this just to save some time and just to show you guys here. So there, I have my SEO title already set up. I have my meta description so that my VA can just copy the meta description into the meta description plugin on WordPress. And, I have this nice introduction here, gets into the marketing strategies. Again, very helpful content, but it's also skimmable. And the word count on this is going to be somewhere around 2,700 words. So this is a pretty good size article. It's not small. I did put my guide to local SEO optimization. And so, yeah, I'm going to publish this on my blog. And just to kind of show you guys here, this was one that I did recently. And again, I used this tool to write this blog article. And this is probably only 2 weeks old. And this is Google Maps SEO for house cleaners. Let's just look at this real quick. And there we are, number 2 position for Google Maps SEO for house cleaners. And when I look at that article, let's go to just leave Kia here. Let's just go to this, boom, pages. Let's go to here. So this here, as you can see, it's already starting to rank Google Maps SEO for house cleaners. You can see that gets 25 search impressions. So that is a pretty solid keyword. Even let's say that article only brings me in 300 clicks a year, but let's say 50% of those or 60% of those are actually house cleaning businesses looking for SEO services. And I get 10 of those clients, that's $15,000 a month there, because our services start at around $1,500 a month for local SEO and web design. Good money for that article. So just to show you that stuff does work. And even to take things a little bit further, I said, once the article's done, I always like to do this. I say, now please give me 3 visual image prompts supporting this article's main topic with a text overlay that says top salon marketing strategies to boost success. And I really like to use Replicate for this. So I put the prompt that it gave me, I just took this one here, copied it in there, put it into here. And some of these were duds. They didn't work. That's fine. But this one here actually looked pretty good. So I'm just going to take this image and I'm going to go back over to my piece of content here and boom, that's it. Plug that in. I got a blog post image. If I wanted to, I could take things a step further, turn it to 2x3 and run this until I get a good one and create a Pinterest pin as well and hide that on my page and then rich pin that to Pinterest if I wanted to for Pinterest SEO, but that's neither here nor there. So that's basically it. That's how this tool works. That is my process that I've been developing over the last year and a half. And I've obsessed about it probably way too much. And I'm excited that I finally have a process to help me just generate content at a pretty steady pace. But not just, a lot of these SEO writers out here, they just take and they kind of regurgitate stuff. What I feel like this takes things up a step further just because I am feeding the AI so much data and I'm gathering a lot of data and I'm analyzing it with custom prompts. And then I'm able to plug that data into other prompts to get this result here that I want. And then from there, all I got to do is just copy paste this into ChatGPT and hit next. And it generates content pretty good. And like I said, I've probably wrote at least 40, 50 articles now with this tool since I've had this over the last 2 months. And I would say probably 90% of that content is pulling in search impressions and clicks. So that's basically it, how the tool works. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So if you have any questions about that, or if you need any help with SEO writing, please reach out to me. And thank you so much for watching this video. Be on the lookout for another video from me soon. I'm going to be covering some keyword tools and some process that I use to find keywords to go after too, because that's a whole other video too as well. And I've been able to build some tools for that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. If you caught any value out of it, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you guys next time. Later.